Today, we explore one of the most powerful and widely read Buddhist texts in the world, the Dhammapada. This book has touched millions of lives, guiding people toward kindness, mindfulness, and true happiness. Stay with us until the end, because this review will not only explain what the book is about, but also show you how its wisdom can change your everyday life. Why the Dhammapada Matters. The Dhammapada is not just a book. It is a treasury of wisdom. It is part of the ancient Buddhist scriptures, written more than 2,000 years ago in the Pali language. It belongs to the Khaddaka Nikaya collection within the Sutta Pitaka of the Pali canon. The title Dhammapada means the path of the Dharma, or the path of truth. Unlike long philosophical writings, this book is simple. It is made up of 423 verses organized into 26 chapters, each focused on a specific theme, from mindfulness to desire, wisdom, and death. These verses are almost like poems, each packed with practical meaning. The Buddha's words here are not abstract theories. They are direct advice on how to live a good and peaceful life. People across cultures and religions read the Dhammapada. Even those who do not call themselves Buddhists find its wisdom useful. Why? Because it talks about universal truths, how to deal with anger, how to live with kindness, and how to overcome suffering. Its teachings include core Buddhist doctrines such as the Four Noble Truths and the Noble Eightfold Path, pointing the way from suffering to liberation through ethical living, meditation, and wisdom. In this, we will go chapter by chapter, exploring the main lessons of the Dhammapada. We will see how the verses speak about the mind, wisdom, anger, happiness, and the path to liberation. We will also reflect on how you can use these teachings in your daily life. Chapter 1. The Mind. The Dhammapada begins with the mind. The very first verse says, "All that we are is the result of what we have thought." This means your life depends on your thoughts. If you think with anger, anger shapes your world. If you think with kindness, kindness surrounds you. The Buddha teaches that the mind is the master of actions. Words and deeds follow the mind. If the mind is pure, life becomes pure. This is powerful because it shows that your happiness does not depend on others. It depends on your own thinking. By training the mind, you can shape your future. Many people live without noticing their thoughts. They let negative ideas control them. But the Dhammapada reminds us, if you want peace, you must guard the mind. Chapter 2. Mindfulness. The second theme is mindfulness. The book highlights the importance of being awake, not asleep in ignorance. The Buddha praises the mindful person. He says those who live with awareness are like someone walking with a lamp in the dark. They see clearly while others stumble. Mindfulness protects you from mistakes. It helps you notice anger before it explodes. It helps you notice greed before it takes over. It helps you enjoy life as it is, without running after illusions. One famous verse says, "Mindfulness is the path to the deathless." This means living with constant awareness leads to true awakening. Chapter 3. The Self. Another important section speaks about the self. The self is the master of the self. This verse teaches personal responsibility. You cannot blame others for your actions. You cannot escape the results of your deeds. If you do good, you enjoy peace. If you harm others, you suffer. No one else can walk your path for you. Not even the Buddha himself. He can show the way, but you must walk it. This is very empowering. It means you hold the key to your freedom. Discipline, self-control, and honesty with yourself are the tools. Chapter 4. Flowers. The Buddha uses flowers as symbols of beauty and impermanence. The verses remind us that just as flowers bloom and fade, so does life. The wise person does not get attached to temporary things. Instead, he gathers the flowers of wisdom and kindness. A flower with fragrance spreads sweetness around. In the same way, a person with good actions spreads peace in the world. This section teaches us to live beautifully but wisely, without clinging to old pass away. Chapter 5. The Fool and the Wise. The Dhammapada often compares fools and the wise. The fool repeats mistakes. He may learn words of wisdom, but not practice them. He talks a lot, but does not act. The wise, on the other hand, live their wisdom. They may speak little, but their life itself teaches others. The fool is known by his actions, not by his silence or words. This is a reminder that real wisdom is not in talking, but in doing. This section is a guide for reflection. It helps us ask, am I living wisely or foolishly? Chapter 6. The Path. The central teaching of Buddhism is the path to liberation. The Dhammapada explains this path in simple terms. The path is not about rituals or blind belief. It is about discipline, meditation, and wisdom. The Buddha says that following the path is like walking on a safe road. Those who do not follow it wander in the forest of confusion. A man who walks in the path will find peace. Chapter 7. Anger. Anger is a fire. The Dhammapada speaks strongly against it. Conquer anger by love, evil by good, the miser by giving, and the liar by truth. When someone insults you, your first reaction may be to fight back. But that only creates more anger. The Buddha suggests another way. Respond with love. This does not mean weakness. It means strength of mind. Only a strong person can respond with patience when others are angry. Chapter 8. Happiness. The Dhammapada also talks about happiness. It says true happiness does not come from wealth, possessions, or power. It comes from inner peace, contentment, and freedom from attachment. Happy is he who has conquered himself. Happy is he who lives with peace. Happy is he who has given up attachment. Chapter 9. Evil and Good. The Dhammapada is very clear. Good actions bring good results, and bad actions bring suffering. The Buddha says even a small act of good brings joy. Even a small act of evil brings regret. He reminds us that nothing is hidden. Even if no one sees you, your own mind knows what you did. That memory follows you like a shadow. Chapter 10. Old Age and Death. The Dhammapada speaks openly about death. It says life is short, like a bubble in water. Youth and beauty fade. Death comes to everyone, no matter how powerful. The purpose is not sadness. It is awakening. If you remember death, you stop wasting time. You live wisely, kindly, and fully. Chapter 11. The Monk. Several verses speak about monks and discipline. But the lessons apply to everyone, not only to monks. The idea is simple. A disciplined life brings peace. Even if you're not a monk, you can live with discipline in your daily life. You can eat mindfully, speak truthfully, and control harmful habits. Chapter 12. Desire and Attachment. One of the strongest teachings in the Dhammapada is about desire. From desire comes grief. From desire comes fear. He who is free from desire knows neither grief nor fear. Freedom from desire does not mean you cannot enjoy life. It means you enjoy without clinging. You appreciate things without being controlled by them. Chapter 13. Truth. The Dhammapada honors truth. Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. Truth is not only about honesty in speech. It is about being genuine in life. Lies may give short-term gain, but they destroy trust. Truth builds lasting peace. Chapter 14. The Awakened One. The book also speaks about the Buddha, the Awakened One. It describes his qualities: calm, fearless, wise, and compassionate. The purpose is not only to praise him, but to show what is possible for all human beings. The Buddha was once an ordinary person. Through discipline and wisdom, he awakened. This means you too can grow, change, and awaken. Chapter 15. Conclusion. The Path of Peace. The Dhammapada ends with encouragement. Life is uncertain. Suffering exists. But there is a way out, the Dharma. By following the path of wisdom, mindfulness, kindness, and self-control, you find peace. This is why the Dhammapada is loved worldwide. It is not a heavy book of rules. It is a guide to living well. Final thoughts. The Dhammapada is more than ancient poetry. It is a mirror. When you read it, you see yourself. You see your anger, your desires, your mistakes. But you also see your potential for wisdom, compassion, and freedom. The book is short, but every verse can guide you for a lifetime. You can open it any time and find a teaching that fits your situation. That is why it remains one of the most read Buddhist texts in the world. It is timeless. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the Dhammapada. If this wisdom touched you, imagine what applying it daily could do for your life. Like, comment, and subscribe to BodhiRipple for more timeless Buddhist wisdom.